It's your boy, Marky Mark Taro. Yo, 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 it's your boy, Marky Mark Taro. Works, man. Yeah, Rudy. I said earlier that I was gonna come back on. I said I'll be on like 10:30, 11, and here I am, 11:30. I'm a little late, but I'm back on. Sometimes I don't come back on because I'm too tired, but I'm actually okay. I got a lot of sleep this morning, so I'm kind of feeling frisky. How you doing? Dang. My legs all cramping up, man. I'm getting too fucking old. My shit's all cramped up. Oh, I've never had my shins on my lower legs, my shins. I've never had that cramp up before. Now that's starting to cramp up. I'm having things happen to me that I normally don't, like headaches and shin cramps. I swear. Everybody, my mom told me that before you reach 50, you're gonna see, your body's gonna start getting old. She used to always tease me. I always used to tease my mom and dad. You guys are getting old, man. And they'd be like, "Yeah, you'll get there." And now it's happening to me. I'm getting karma for talking shit. Yep, I'll be 48 in 2 months. February 6th, I'll be 48. I can't believe it. I remember the best years of my life so far was in my 20s. When I was like, 20 years ago, when I was like 28, 26, 27, 28, like from 22 to like 28, maybe. Those 6 years were like fucking amazing. I had so much fun. I did so much shit. I traveled all over the world. I went on trips like every 2, 3 months. Fuck, it was nice. Then when I reached 30, I kind of like said, all right, that's enough. Now it's time to go on your own, start your business. Let's get a move on. Then when I went to 40, I stopped smoking, drinking, and now my body's saying, what the fuck are you doing? Thanks for the super chat, Rudy. You can ask your question when you're ready. You're just trying to figure out which lane to go, should go. Yeah, not the wrong lane, that's for sure. Don't go down the wrong lane. Wrong lane causes pain. I was talking about that earlier when you were in here earlier in the live. I was telling everybody that we have to, if we make the right choice, great, and everything pans out. If we make the wrong choice, it's just a lesson learned, and then you just like keep going until you get the right thing. Like You're not always going to be wrong, and you're not always going to be right. It's just a lesson, or it might just not be the right time. That's all. You know, it's shitty. Things are never going to be perfect. You know, these damn dogs just moving around. Like the fuck? Yeah. But that's just it, man. You know, you just got to keep the faith. Just like keep the faith and just understand that God and Spirit have your back. Like, and if you keep having the faith for a numerous amount of time, like there is no time limit. But like when you like sit down and analyze your life and you just like say to yourself, you know what? If I just sit here and just believe like for a couple months and then and see some results or like really like show God that I'm, you know, that I'm really serious about my life now and you start to make like changes, you end up seeing like things happen. You end up getting results. And then when you get that, it builds your confidence because your belief starts to pay off. And then like if you really, really seriously develop more trust in yourself and in spirit and God and things like that, then you know you become like unstoppable. You become like a force for yourself to be reckoned with. Like you don't you don't necessarily because everybody's different. We're all unique and we all have special powers and special needs and special things. But the main thing is like to consistently believe in yourself and know that hey, I can make a change, but I just got to make the right one. Or I know what I have to do, but I'm not doing it. And then you got to sit there and be like, you know, okay, well, let's sit down and analyze what I'm doing. Then you just go from there. Like you just have to have fucking common sense, really. That's what it boils down to. Have common sense. Like do the common sense right thing. You know what's right and what's wrong. So don't do the wrong things, do the right things. That's all that's what it boils down to. It's our decisions make our life easy or make our life hard. And I'm at the age now where the more I talk to my elders and people the same age or close to the same age, they're saying and believing and seeing and hearing the same things that I do. I spoke to like a 55-year-old guy today, and he's a DJ, and he's a DJ I respect and looked up to. And he also plays and has his own band. Like he's a guy I respect, and he respects me. And I walked into the DJ store today, and I was like, "Look, I need a pair of headphones, but I want a nice pair. Like I don't mind paying a decent price, but I want something that's gonna last me." And he looked at me, he's like, "You know, what the fuck? This guy's coming back out, like." So I'm like, look, I'm coming back. I'm like, I want to play online again with my friends and everybody's online. He goes, yeah, I'm online. You know, I got a channel too, man. Yeah, you know, check it out, man. And I was like, oh, fuck. See what I mean? Everybody my age is like, fuck going out and playing in the club like we used to. We're going to play online and have fun. So I told him that's what my goal is, you know? And he ended up giving me 10% off a nice pair of earphones, and you know he hooked me up and gave me his link, and we connected. And I haven't seen him in forever, like you know. And it was just meant for me. I walked in the shop, and there he was, like, and I'm like, look at this shit. So it's like another sign from spirit that I'm doing the right thing by getting back into it and having fun and living my life, you know. Fuck it. So I took it as a sign. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like you, when you get to a certain level in your life or a certain point, the signs just come out and you just like you can't deny it. And if you don't get the signs, that means you're not doing the right thing. You're not. That's how you gotta look at it. You want to know about what does G Rob expect from me? All right, cool. Let me check. Hmm. All right. Well, this person expects like peaceful dealings with you. Um, this person like is if they're a new person in your life that you know, if they're a new person, then they kind of doubt you. They kind of like are timid and they kind of like fear the worst. But at the same time, they want peace, and they want like to make things right. Now, if you've already known this person, it's two guys. Why you didn't say that? What does G Rob expect? I thought it's the same person. All right, you confused me all up. I thought G Rob is the same person. Why you didn't say what does G and Rob expect from me? Why you always gotta make things different? I'm gonna put you over my knee. You're telling me about the read and I ain't even done it yet. See, look. No wonder I got two different things. I'm saying to myself, what the fuck? You're too big for my knee. I'll put you over both my knees now. I'll put you on my lap. Okay. All right. So G, he's more of a hermit type of guy. Keeps to himself, cautious, discreet, very knowledgeable. Uh, kind of wants to withdraw from anything serious. Um, sometimes has anxiety or indecisive. Might be a little insecure at times. But how they think about you is like they just G, I would say, is kind of like hesitant on talking to you or uncertain or doubtful. So I still get the same energy, like a doubtful energy, um, like G is more of like, he's not gonna approach you or talk to you or say much to you. He's just like whatever, blah. Like he's more like probably like I wouldn't say scared, but like doubtful. Like he probably gets anxiety when he's around you because your energy probably comes off different towards him. Now, Rob, on the other hand, he thinks you're beautiful. He thinks you're good looking. He admires you. He likes you. He feels he's compatible with you. But like he doesn't want to take advantage of you or anything like that. But like he doesn't want to make the mistake of being too aggressive or too upfront or like or lose a friendship whatever with you. Like he's trying to make sure he makes an intelligent, smart choice towards you because he likes you. But at the same time, he might discontinue his effort if he's not getting anything from you. So right now, I feel like he might be shy or he might be disappointed because he's not getting like what he wants from you right away. Yeah, if he wants to be your man and you're not like giving in to him, then he's kind of gonna be like, fuck man, come on. Like, give me something. Like, let me see what's going on. Um, so that's how he feels about you. Like, he he might make a plan to like date you or ask you on a date, but like he feels like he might get rejected. I mean, nah, I mean, yeah, I see that you're scared and you probably don't understand where he's coming from. But I got the sun card at the very end. So if you decide to date him and yeah, and and he pursues you and you allow it, you'll be happy. Because I got the sun card here at the very end. I feel like you guys can be very sociable together. You might have things in common. You might be he. I feel like he thinks that you don't understand him. Like he thinks that you might be like, difficult to deal with, right? But he wants to start something new with you, but he's uncertain. He doesn't know if you want him as much as he wants you, type of vibe. Like, you might give off a vibe to him like, yeah, whatever, bro, you can't handle me, or, I'm not really interested. I don't know if you give him that vibe, but if you give him a chance, I got the sun card here. So that's telling me the end result will be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he seems like you can have a good sociable relationship with him. Like you'll be able to talk, you'll be satisfied, you'll feel, happy, you'll feel like sincere, all that type of stuff. Hey Antigone, how you doing? All right, cool. Have a good sleep. That's when I like you the most, is when you go sleep. He lost his dad, and we have that in common. Yeah. See, I see common things. I see good things here. Bye. I see him being devoted. Like he's a devoted person. Like if he likes you and he wants to be with you, he'll be devoted to you. Like he wouldn't disrespect you. Like I'm not getting that. But I feel like you fear the worst. Like you think that he's not going to be as good as you want him to be. But for me to get the sun card here at the end, and I asked if you were to date him, how will it be? That means the end result will be happy. You'll be good. You know, like it'll be. I feel like you guys will have. I feel like you guys will have good things to talk about. Like when you guys talk, you can talk for a while. You'll never be bored. Like you'll always be able to talk to each other. Like if that makes sense. If he's been trying for years, that's because he really does like seriously want you. So that's why I got the sun card. So if you gave it a chance, I'm sure he would like, make you happy. And those are the people that don't get chances because you damn women don't give it to them. Hey Jocelyn, how you doing? Me, I ain't trying for years. Fuck that. There's a woman that I've always wanted for years, but she don't give me no time of day. She never gives me the time of day. She was like, nah, bro. I'm like, yeah, fuck you too. I gave up on her a long time ago. But if she came my way, I still, yeah, which I do. Yeah, all's good, Justin. All's good. Well, maybe he's the type of person that will help you through it, because I see that. Because this, when I get the sun card, it doesn't mean like a lot of people say, "Oh my God, you'll get married." Like that's not what it means to me, especially if you're just friends. The sun card for the friend in a friend vibe is like, you know, being sociable, talking to each other about things, like always conversating, understanding each other, like being there for each other, and being devoted to helping and to understanding and you can talk for hours and just be happy and laugh and things like that. Like just finding happiness within each other, you know? So for that to be the outcome, that's good. Fantastic. So it's up to you. Rob seems like he really wants to help you and to be with you. So hey, it's up to you whether or not you want that. So the guy G, I would say he's not worth any time. But Rob, yes, I would say he's worth it. And it's not too many times I say those things to a woman that a guy is, good for them or worth it. So Rob got lucky today in the cards. He got the Sun card. So I would say, yeah. But he feels, Rob is a good candidate. Yeah. That's what I got. For me to get the Sun card at the end, that tells me that he's a good candidate, that you should give him a chance. What you mean, does he have a girl? Why would he pursuing you if he had a girl? If you're telling me, you just told me he's been trying for years and he wants to be your man. So he shouldn't have a girl. You confuse the shit out of me and yourself. You know that, right? Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? You good? No. Didn't you tell me he asked you out? He's a very popular person. So what's that got to do? You sound like my ex in high school. I can't be with you because you're too popular. Fuck. All these other hoes want to be with me. So you want me to be with them? I thought you wanted to be with me. I'm knowing you like forever. Like, what the fuck, woman? That's what my high school sweetheart did to me. And we still went to the prom together. But like she was mad because I was too popular. And I'm like, well, that's what girls want. They want the popular guy. What the fuck's your problem? She didn't want me because I was popular because she was a jealous hoe. I mean, a jealous Leo. All right. Well, she's a hoe now, but I couldn't believe that shit. She came to me one day at my job. She's like, I can't be with you anymore. I'm going to college and you're too popular. And now that you're playing music in the public, all these bitches are all over you. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I want you. Like, you're fine as fuck. Like, you're like my girl. You're the woman I want to be with for the rest of my life. Like, what do you want me to do? And what do you think I'm lying? Like, I'm not with nobody else. But she couldn't handle my popularity and women coming up to me all the time. She couldn't handle that shit. But meanwhile, pure guys is drooling all over her because she's fine as fuck. Like, pure guys wanted her and was telling her, yeah, leave that guy, you can have me. And then she ended up going out with this guy and sending him to some nut house. And then he looked at me one day and I just shrugged my shoulders. I was like, she didn't put me in no nut house. Fuck that. You drive me nuts. Oh no. No. I haven't seen her forever, and thank God. Not my problem. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've been through some bullshit from high school till now. I've been through a lot of bullshit with dumb women that make no sense. That's why I ain't got a woman. Cause all of them don't know what the fuck they want. All the bad ones want me. I don't want them. And the good ones don't want me because they think I'm gonna be bad. They're all confused. Let's see what's going on in Rob's love life. Yeah. I don't see robbing any women. No, nobody. I asked him if he's banging anybody or he's had sex with any women in the last couple months, and it says no. It says that he's trying to find his balance, his and maintain peace. Here I am with the peace again. I think that he wants to maintain peace, like he shows affection, like like he may be a hugger or he may be like a flirter or something like that, but bare minimum, he's very kind, compassionate, he means well. Um, but he can also be timid and he can also be inactive, like where he's not really giving his time of day to just anybody. But like the women that he does talk to, they lie to him and they're not perfect enough for him, and they have differences and disputes, and he finds himself arguing with people, and he doesn't want to spend no money on them because they're not worth his time. So I don't see no woman in his life, nothing. Meanwhile, he wants you, and you don't want him. Or because a guy is popular don't mean he's a hoe, and it don't mean that they're fucking somebody. It's just our bad perceptions of people. You know? You want to hear something funny? My neighbor, right? She's fine, right? And she's like, I think she's like 30 something, 37, 36, something like that. And she has a huge ass. She's a black girl, right? And she's got like a huge ass, and she's like, a fitness freak, right? And she was walking through town, through the city, right, through the town. And I happened to see her like when I was driving, but she didn't see me, but she was like further away, but I can see her. Like I saw that ass coming from a mile away. And another guy, right, was in a car, and he almost crashed his car looking at her. And I saw it, and I fucking laughed so much. I laughed and I laughed. I had to pull over and laugh and just say, I'll never forget that day as long as I live. This happened like maybe 2 weeks ago. And I laughed so much. I'm like, yeah, I see that ass every day, bro. And pretty much every day I see her, you know. And I said to myself, she's fucking trouble, like, cause she's always dressed in like yoga pants, right? So you see everything, and she don't care, like. Yeah, I'm telling you, cause them big asses, they attract too much attention. See, and this guy was in his car, and I saw the guy, like, cause when I'm looking at her, I looked at the guy, and the guy was like this. And then when he caught himself, he was like he was like staring at her ass for like 5 seconds. And then when he went like this, he was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Hey, I fucking died laughing because this woman was like crossing the road, and she was like, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And he got a good look at her ass for a good 5 seconds, and I laughed so much. I said, "Don't worry, bro. I knew that ass would get you in trouble, mate." And I said, and the reason I'm talking about it is because like sometimes you think like I know her and I know that she's not really she ain't no hoe, like. Because if she was, she would have been throwing her coochie on me, right? And I know she isn't because I've invited her over here like to swim and to like hang out and just to talk or whatever. And all we did was like walk our dogs together and talk. But she never took my invites. Like I invited her plenty of times over here to like chill out or whatever, but she won't come over here. But if she was a hoe, I would have been had her by now. See what I'm saying? So I know the difference between a hoe and a not a hoe. Like. A hoe would take that shit literally. She'll definitely be over here. But she's not. See, she's conservative because she probably had her heart broken back in the day because I did see her with a guy a long time ago. And she's not really my type, but um, you know, I tried to hop on her, but she weren't giving me no time of day. She was like, no, no, I don't want nothing to do with this fucking guy. we're cool though. We're friends. Like we speak or whatever. But like she don't want no parts. You know me. But if she was a hoe, she would have been gave it up to me. She would have been in the pool with me a long time ago. You know, she was always asking me, "Oh, how's the pool going? You finished yet?" And then the day it was like finished, I was like, "Yeah, it's finished. You should come over there. Why don't you come over there now? Like I'm home alone. You can come over there. We guys can have like a drink or whatever and sit off." She's like, "Oh, I'll see. I'll see how." I said, "Well, you can come over whenever you're ready." No way in hell she wouldn't come over there. She was like, "No, no." And then like about maybe a week, maybe a month later, like a month later, I said, "Oh, you never came over to the pool. You want to come today?" She's like, "Oh, I'll see. I'll see." I'm like, "Yeah, you see, all right." She ain't about that life because if she was a hoe, she would have been came over. Hey, Ann, what the fuck did you walk into? Rudy was talking about this guy wanting her. I was saying like, she should give him a chance. And then we're talking about people that we want to give a chance to, but we're not sure. And then how a big ass can get you in trouble. Because Rudy says she has a big ass. Big asses will get you in trouble. That's for sure. That's a guarantee. And I was telling her that, my neighbor, she's got a huge ass and she was walking through the city and this guy was looking at her and almost crashed his car and into like a person on the sidewalk. Fuck, that shit was funny. I laughed so much. I was like, yeah, bruh, that ass will get you in trouble. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's not a hoe. If she was a hoe, I'll ask all the women in here, if you're a hoe, right? And a guy invites you to come over to his pool, you're gonna come over there, right? Because you're a hoe and you want some dick and you want to go in the pool, right? But if you don't do it, what does that mean? You're not a hoe. You're not interested, or you don't want to come over there. So there you go. I kind of like wanted to know if she was a hoe or not. Hey, Miss Bikini, how you doing? I always talk about hoes on here. Hoes need love too. But yeah, she's my neighbor. I always talk about her on here. She's special. She's not my type, but like we guys kind of got close, and then she lied to me about something, and I was like, yeah, fuck this girl. I'm not speaking to her no more. And after that day, I kind of like cut her off. Now I just say hi and bye, and then sometimes when I cut her off, she came back at me hard, like as if to say, "What the fuck did I do?" Like I'm like, "Bitch, you lied to me." Like I didn't say nothing, but I was like, "Yeah, I know you lied, so it's all good." But I can't handle people like that. I can't handle people who lie to me, man. It's fucking irritating. So yeah, I kind of connected. I kind of disconnected from her. See, like Miss Bikini said, I'd go to the pool, but I'd explain I'm not interested. Nah, I mean, I dated a psychic for a while, and it was not that bad. I've dated a psychic before. It wasn't the best, but it definitely was one of the worst. Yeah, I hate liars. I can't handle that. But hey, they gotta do what they gotta do. Yeah, no coochie. The thing is with me, Miss Bikini, I don't care if I don't get no coochie for a long time. It don't bother me because if you give me the coochie right away, then you're a hoe. That's basically that's why I wanted to test my neighbor because I kind of got like hoe vibes from her. right? And then I was like, well, maybe she's not a hoe. So that's why I tested her. I was like, yeah, you're asking me about the pool. Why don't you come over there? Why don't you come over there at 6 o'clock tonight? What are you doing tonight? Because I called her. See, I said, what are you doing tonight? She goes, oh, nothing much. I'm just going to be home. I said, well, if you want to, you can come over to the pool tonight. Come over at like 6 and we can, maybe have dinner and a drink or something. And she was like shocked that I said it. And she was like, all right, well, I'll see what happens. And I'm like, yeah, he ain't coming over there. You're full of shit. And she never came. And then I asked her again, and she didn't come again. And then I said, fuck that, I'm not asking no more. So I was like, Ann says I give off hoe vibes, but I'm not. But if you give off hoe vibes, then that's gonna turn a guy away, and then it'll turn a guy to say, okay, well, you're giving off hoe vibes. Well, where's the coochie, bitch? And then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm not a hoe. See, so you're gonna confuse the guy, and then the guy's gonna fuck you up, and then you're gonna be mad and say the guy's fucked up. See, that's why it's always good to be yourself. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, if I date a woman right now and she comes on to me and she's like, yeah, I want to give you some coochie right now, I'll be like, fuck, you're a hoe. Oh well, let's go. Okay. Whatever. You want to give it to me, I'll take it. I ain't getting much younger, so I might as well take it, you know. But I don't want to be in a relationship with her. If she wants to be my hoe, she could be my hoe. But I ain't that lucky no more. That was 20 years ago, not now. Now they don't want nobody like me. Like you're too old now. You only want money. I ain't got nothing for him either. Fuck. My money's for myself. Anne says I am myself. I'm gonna act like a hoe, but I'm not. Yeah, I know. The thing is I don't mind. Like, I kind of get along with hers, but like I don't have to fuck him. Like, sorry, I don't have to like have sex with him. You know what I mean? Like that's not like what I'm cool with a lot of hers. Like there's some hers that I know that like I've been with like tons of guys and shit, but I'm cool with them. I'm like, hey sweetheart, how you doing? I know you're a fucking hoe, but we guys can talk and be cool, but I'm not gonna be like your sugar daddy and shit. You know, I don't want no STD, no thanks. But I don't have nothing against hers. Hers are hers. That's the life they want. I don't care. It ain't my problem. But it's all good. I know a lot. Let me tell you, man. I know a lot because when I used to DJ, I was the head of the table. See, when you're a DJ, your back is against the wall and nothing's behind me. There's nothing behind me but a wall. And what's in front of me is my equipment. And when I go like this, I see all the hers. And I see everything they do. And then when I'm not playing music, I'm right there on the side. And I get to see everybody do all the dumb shit that they're doing. So I know who the hoes are. I know every single hoe in this island when I was there, back in my day. And most of them are still hoes, and maybe 10% of them hung up their hoe boots and got married. So I know what's going on, like. But that's the thing, I'm not perfect, so I'm not looking for like the perfect person, just the perfect person for me. But you could be a hoe and nobody would ever know. You see what I'm saying? I can date any one of you right now, and all of you can be a hoe that's been with like 20 guys, you know? But I would never know that because you can lie to me, or you would never mention it, or you can act like you're not. And who knows who's been with who? You'll never know. I can tell you, look, I've been with 10 girls or whatever, but really I've only been with two. So I can lie to you. I can lie. People can lie all day. You'll never know the truth. The only the only person that knows the truth is you and your coochie and your D. Those are the only things that have witnessed what you've done. And who cares anyway? You know? I know this girl from high school. She's older than me. And she's fun. And I know she got fucked by all these guys. And she's with a really nice guy. She's been married to him for 20 years. She's got a beautiful daughter and a son. And she's like, she's probably not a hoe no more, but she was. See, there's people who are hoes their whole life until they find a decent person or until they finish being a hoe. You can be a retired hoe. I've explained this like a million times. You know? Anne's getting technical. Look, she said, in tarot, we don't say sugar daddy, we call him the king of pentacles. And then she says, I save my sexual energy to manifest. You know what I tell you? Bend over and I'll drive. Justin, I do have fun. I've had my share of fun. But I'm at the point in my life where I don't even care to be around a hoe or a decent woman or anybody. I really don't care. You know, if they come around, they come around. If they don't, they don't. I'm tired of like wasting my time. I'm at a stage of my life where like that's not important to me. My business, my life, making money, having, hanging out with my nephews and having fun, taking care of my mom, my dad, my sister, my dog, my life. That's more important to me than any woman right now. But like I said, if somebody drops in my lap and wants to be my girl, then hey, so be it. That's cool. But I'm not going out there looking for it. Hell no. Some people just want to be loved. That's all. That's what it all boils down to. Some people want to be loved. Some people want a relationship. Some people don't. Some people just want, some D or some coochie every now and then, and they're happy. And some people don't really care about it at all. Like me. It's not a priority in my life. I don't care. It don't make no difference to me. Been there and done that, don't care. You just want a hug. You want hugs, no drugs. Or hugs, no D. I'll give you a hug, Miss Bikini. There you go. Here's your virtual hug from Marky. See, at least Miss Bikini's being honest. She says, I want a hug, no D. And saving her sexual energy to manifest. See, and Virgo, she wants to give her coochie to somebody, but she says all these guys is lame. They're not about that life. Jocelyn said, whatever, I don't really care. Jocelyn said she's too old for that shit too. Trying to speak for everybody. Love and life, how you doing, my friend? Let's hug it out. Here you go. Hugs for you too. See, there you go. See, I give you everybody's giving you hugs. You say you want hugs and no D. You know, I'm the only D in here. All's good, love and life. I can't complain. We're just talking about hoes right now. You can give in your 2 cents if you want. My Jive Turkey Day was good. I had Thanksgiving lunch instead of dinner, so it was good. Yeah, well, see, most women say most men are lame, and most men say women are hoes, and it's true. Well, if you want D, you know, and that's up to you. You want to see your love and life wants hugs and D. Miss Bikini wants hugs and no D. Love and life wants hugs and D. Anne said she wants it all. See, that's it. And Virgo said she's waiting for somebody to step up. And me, I really don't give a shit. I really don't. Yeah, see, Johnson said she's just dreaming of D. I had a crazy dream last night. I had a dream of two of my old friends that I don't even speak to and haven't seen in a long time. And we were at like this bar and it was like empty. And I saw both of them fight each other and then they were going at it. And I was just watching them. I didn't try to stop it. I didn't try to like get in between them. And then I was like, and afterwards I was like, what are you doing, man? Like, why are you fighting this guy? He goes, oh, look what I got from him and this and that. So the guy came back and tried to like fight him again. And I was like trying to be the peacemaker. And then I go outside and I see this woman and she's like, like kind of sitting down with her legs up. And she was wearing like a black dress and I saw like her legs. And she was like, hey, come sit over here. And I was like, all right, cool. So I didn't even know who the fuck it was. Like, I don't know who it is. And it's like some short girl with like long, like dark hair. And I was like, I don't even know who this woman is. And like she was saying something, and then I went to laugh and I hit her leg with my arm. And she's like, oh. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. She goes, no, that's okay. And then I was like, I was talking to her and she was like talking back to me, but I could see her, but I don't know who she is. Like, that's the stupidest shit in the world. I hate when I see like two of my old friends that I know and you got into a fight at like a bar. I don't even go to a bar and I haven't seen these guys. Then I come outside and talk to a woman I've never seen in my life. Like, that dream didn't make no fucking sense. And then when I got up, I was like, what the fuck is this dream about? I don't even want to go to sleep again because I'm gonna end up dreaming of dumb shit again. So I went back to sleep and I didn't dream anymore about that. So I was like, good. I was like, this don't make no sense. Like, I'm like, this is the dumbest dream ever. I have like the stupidest dreams in the world. And it's always about people I haven't seen in years or people I don't know. I'm always talking to somebody in my dreams. I don't know. I remember one time I've had a dream about a blonde woman and it was like she seems like she's my girlfriend in the dream, but we never call each other like boyfriend and girlfriend. And like the girl, I can see her face, but I don't know her. And she acts like she's my girlfriend in my dream. And I'm like, I don't even know any blonde girls like in the real life that like me like that. And I don't even know who the fuck she is. So it's like the stupidest shit ever. It don't make no sense to me. So my dreams are crazy. So I can't even dream prop. See how Jocelyn said I'm just dreaming? When I dream of dumb shit don't make no sense. See, look, a week ago she dreamt that she was naked and trying to find clothes. See? And she couldn't find any. That's because I stole all your damn clothes, so that way you won't put no clothes on, because you need to be naked. That's what it was. See? I went in your dream that day, and I took all your clothes so you won't get dressed. I pranked you. That's my fault. My bad. It's all good though. I put him back. Man, don't even talk to me about dreams. I have the most stupidest dreams ever. I had a dream of my old principal, and she was talking shit to me, and I put my finger all up in her face and fucked her off. And she looked a lot younger than before, but it was her because I saw her face. But she's passed away now, but I can't stand her. She's a nun, and she looked really young. And I went up to her. I was like, "What are you trying to say? I can't afford to go away on this trip." And like I felt like I always feel like I'm still in school, and like I'm trapped in school, and like I was trying to dodge her and get away from her, and she came up to me and was like, "Oh, why are you looking at that? You can't afford to travel with us." And like she always like said dumb shit to me, like, and looked down on me. So like I always have that in my mind, and then I dreamt about that like a couple nights ago, that I was at this like museum, and it said, like, I can read the plaque said, "Oh, to find out more information about this statue, you have to travel to this place." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go." And then she came around the corner and was like, "No, you can't go because you can't afford it." I was like, "What the fuck you talking about, woman? You talking about I can't afford this shit?" And she smacked my finger out the way. I was like, "Don't you fucking touch me, woman." And it was funny as shit. I woke up, I was like, "God, that'll be a real life scene if she was alive." Or back then when I used to like tell her about herself. It's just dumb dreams that I don't like understand. I don't have any present like people dreams. Like I don't dream about my mom, my dad, my nephews. I don't dream about like psychic stuff. I don't dream about nothing like that. It don't make no sense, you know. Love it, like we went to the restroom. I was gonna pee, and they said, "Nah, that was a trick." And I woke up. You probably needed to pee. That's why you had a dream about it. I know, right? Love and life. I'm like traumatized from damn numbs. Fucking biatches. That's not the first time I've dreamt about that nun. And she's passed away now. Like for a while now, for a couple years she's been dead. So and I remember when she passed away, I was like, good, she rot in hell. That's where she's gone. Maybe she's trying to haunt me in my dreams. But she doesn't get over me on the dreams. Like I always like attack her in my dreams. Like I don't hit her, but like I go fuck her off because that's what I used to do back in the day. I used to like challenge her. I couldn't fuck her off because I get in trouble. But the day I left school, I walked into her office. I was like next, and I walked in, and she was like, "Oh, are you gonna like take summer school because you have to take summer school in order to pass, and you failed this by a point, this by another." And I was like, "Look, I'm not coming back. I'm leaving this place. I'm gonna save my parents money, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here and go work. I already have a job lined up, and I don't want to be here ever again." Right? She's like, "You're never gonna amount to nothing in life. You're never gonna be nothing in life if you don't graduate." And I was like, if I'm gonna graduate and be like you, I definitely don't want to do this. And I said, don't ever tell me I can't be something because I'm already somebody. You just don't know it yet. And she was like, don't you talk to me in that tone of voice. And I said, look, you can talk to this woman. I quit. I'm out of here. I took the door and I went, boom. And she got up, opened the door. You come back here right now, Mark. I was like, I ain't coming nowhere. This is the last day of school. Good riddance. Goodbye. I never want to come here ever again. And I left. I'll never forget. I put on my backpack and my helmet, got on my bike, and I went home and I told my parents I'm never going back to that school again. I hate that woman. She's going to hell. She's not a nun. I fucking hate that school. That place is a joke. I'm never going back. I'm going to go work at the gas station and I'm going to live my life. Fuck you. I was 17 years old. And I was like, I'm out of here. Goodbye. And I came out perfectly fine. And so does many other people who drop out of school. School's not for me. I never liked being in school. I've always felt like I was trapped. Like I wasn't being taught what I needed to be taught. Like I just got taught bullshit. Like when you get to grade 9, like grade 10, like in high school, like you pretty much learn things that are nothing. Like all you really need to learn is how to read, write, and do math. Who gives a fuck about biology and dissecting animals? I'm not a veterinarian. I don't want to be a veterinarian. And why are you making us dissect frogs, starfish, and cats? Like, are you fucking mental? I don't want to do that shit. I love animals. I don't want to dissect them. That's not my job. I'm not a fucking doctor. And biology doesn't do anything for you in life. What does biology do for me? Biology ain't for me. I'm not studying biology. I'm not gonna go to college to learn that. So why are you forcing that on me? So I failed biology because I refused to do that shit. When everybody was dissecting that shit, I just had my arms folded and I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit. I refused to do shit. It was my right. Fuck you, I ain't doing that shit. I don't care about that, man. That's fucking disgusting. You know? Yeah, Love and Life, she was the one that said that I couldn't have a beard, I couldn't have long hair, and I couldn't look like Jesus. Because I said, see this picture? This is a Catholic school. See that man right there? That's Jesus, our Lord and Savior. And he has long hair, he has a mustache and beard. I want to be just like that. I want to be like the man you're telling me to worship. But no, you can't do that. This is this school. You gotta be shaved and you gotta have short hair and you can't have a beard or anything. Meanwhile, now in the same school, you can have long hair, you can have beard, you can dye your hair, you can have makeup if you're a girl or a guy if you want to, and you can have earrings, you can have anything you want. And you could be whatever. Like fuck you. No way. I'm being serious. I get mad when I talk about that school. And two of my nephews go to that school. And I refuse to deal with that shit. I don't even like going around there. I hate that fucking place. And everybody's like, it's not the place, it's the people, it's changed. I said, no, it ain't changed. I said, if you have a Catholic school, Catholics and the Catholic religion does not accept certain things. So why are those things in the school? It's the way it is. No, it's not. Dumbass. That's why I'm so glad my kids don't go to that fucking school. Hell no. You must be out of your damn mind. No, no. Justin. Yeah, childhood trauma is real. That's why the best decision I ever made was to leave school and become a man and work and become the man I am today. That school didn't do anything for me. The only thing I got out of that school was good friends, good times with my friends. I met a lot of great people that I'm cool with today. They taught me how to read and write. They taught me math, and that's the only thing that I wanted to learn because everything else is a joke. History, I live in Bermuda, and I'm not learning about Bermuda history. I'm learning about Christopher Columbus and how he was, in a fucking boat and discovered the world, and fucking whoever else and all these other jackasses that bumped into a fucking reef and found something, and slavery and all this bullshit that I don't need to know about. What about my country? What about the country I was born in? Why don't you teach me about Bermuda history and how Bermuda got found? What's going on in Bermuda? You didn't. You want to talk to me about Canada and the US and Europe and England and all these other bullshit countries that mean nothing to us. So I was like, fuck you, I'm not doing that shit. And then science is another thing, social studies, and it's all bullshit. It's like things that not gonna help me in life. The history is not helping me learn anything. I don't care about history. History is history. I want to know about my country, my life, my ancestors, and you can't tell me that. You're telling me something totally different. And then algebra, I refuse to take algebra because algebra and trigonometry is the stupidest shit in the world. Has anybody in this room used algebra and trigonometry in your life, in your job right now? That's what I thought. Algebra and trigonometry and all that bullshit, I don't use that shit in my life. No, I don't. You may do it because it benefits you, but not me. That shit ain't gonna. The point I'm making is certain subjects are for certain people. So if I feel like those subjects ain't gonna do me no justice in my life, then why should I take them? Why should I be forced to take something that's not gonna benefit me, that I'm gonna learn something about that's not gonna benefit me? And that's what they do now. Now they do it, but back in my day they didn't. You had to do what they said. Even like the Catholic school I went to in the Catholic religion, we took religion as a subject. Everybody had to take religion. It was a thing. But the religion confused everyone and me because there's nowhere in the Bible that says Catholic religion is the right religion because they're not Catholics. They're Jewish. Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Jerusalem, and he's a Jew. He's not a Catholic. You know that, right? So I challenged the Catholics. I challenged the Catholic religion, and they got mad at me because I was ahead of my time. You see what I'm saying? They hated me because I challenged everything they said. So I said, if this is a Catholic school, why are you acting like Jesus is a Catholic when he wasn't? It says right here, you're making me learn that he was Jewish. So why aren't we learning about Jewish religion? And why isn't this a Jewish school if you love Jesus so much? You people don't make no fucking sense. You're a bunch of idiots trying to teach me and corrupt me into bullshit. You're a fucking idiot, you know? At the end of the day, I'm a Catholic, but I don't practice the Catholic religion. I had no choice but to be a Catholic much because my parents forced me to be a Catholic. And I don't go to church anymore. And when I do go to church, I pray to God, I pray to Jesus, I pray, I do my thing because at the end of the day, that's my so-called religion. But I don't like care about religion like that. All I care about is God and Jesus and how the whole thing is. If I praise them and worship them and have faith in them and I know that they're making my life better, and I don't care about Catholic, Protestant, Anglican, Jewish, whatever, it don't matter. I'm praising him. He's the one at the end of the day that I'm dealing with. You see what I'm saying? And everyone that becomes a spirit is all different religions. Every spirit out there is different religions and different people, but they're still helping you no matter what they believe in. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really care about all that shit. That's why when I got older, when I reached the age of 16, 17, that's when I realized that I was living a lie. That's when I realized I've been lied to my whole life. Because when you're a kid, they corrupt you, and that's what this world has been doing to the kids now. They're trying to get you extra early to think that it's okay to change your gender. It's okay to be somebody you're not. It's not okay. You're not supposed to disrespect these kids and corrupt their minds. You're supposed to allow them to grow and learn the right way, not the wrong fucking way. Like, when they get old enough, they can make their decisions. Like when you get old enough to drink liquor, you know how much to drink or when to drink. If you get old enough to drive a car, then you're gonna figure out what car you want to drive, or if you want to drive, or take the fucking bus. Yeah? There's an age limit for responsibilities. So what you're doing to us as little kids, you're fucking our lives up. You're making us do shit that we're not supposed to be doing. That's why this world's all fucked up, because they're starting to corrupt everyone at a young age, just like they did to me when I was in school. They corrupted me to believe that it's okay to go to biology and dissect fucking things that I'm not supposed to be dissecting. That's bullshit. I don't want to do that. So I should have a right at 15, 16 years old to say fuck biology. I'm not doing that. But you didn't give me a right. You told me I had to do that, or else I'm gonna fail. So if you tell me something that I don't want to do, I'm gonna tell you fuck you. I'm leaving. And that's why God said, Mark, get the fuck out of here. Go to work, and I got your back. 30 years time is where I am right now. I'm better off than I ever was leaving that fucking school. I tell you that right now. And that's how I feel. End of that. So it's all about you and what you believe is right. And no one can take that from you. Fuck you. That's how I feel. Love and life, you too. Exactly. But see, there's good and bad in everything. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you can listen to explicit music like I do, but I'm not gonna go out there and kill somebody and shoot somebody, or drug up some hoe and have sex with her. Like, I can listen to the music and not do what it says. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. I can drink and not get drunk. I can have sex and not have like a baby. I can have sex and not have a STD. I can do something to somebody but not kill them, you know? That's the thing. Like, everything has good and bad in it. I can be a psychic and a medium and lie to you about your reading. I can bullshit you, but I don't. I'd rather be honest. You see what I'm saying? So, like, we all have been lied to so much that it's sad, but I don't let it get to me too much, because I know that I couldn't do anything about it. Because if you're my age or older, you know for a fact that when you were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, you will get your ass beaten, literally, if you didn't do what you were told. In school, out of school, or wherever. You had to do what you were told. If not, there was a lot more consequences than there is now. Now it's like, oh yeah, okay, you have a right. You have what right? You out of your fucking mind. I'll beat your ass again if you act up. You're damn right. That's why this generation is worse than ours, because they apparently have rights, and they apparently can do whatever they want now, because times have changed. Times have changed for the worst. That's why people are so worse off now than you were back in my day. And that's a fact. It's a lot worse than it is now than it was 30 years ago when I was in school, when I left school. And that still was the best decision I ever made. in my life, was to leave that school. That's why I have nightmares about that school and the teachers and the principal and everything. Every now and then I have like bad dreams about school. Like I always, when I have a dream about school, it's never good. It's always me trying to get the hell out of there and I can't. And that's how I always felt when I was in school. My last year of school, like when I was like 17 and I was in grade 10, I had 2 more years left. And I was like, there's no way in hell I can stay here for 2 more years. It's not going to happen. I can't. And I used to go to school and I used to look at that clock and I used to be like, come on, 3:30. Come on, 3 o'clock. Come on, 2 o'clock. Come on, 1 o'clock. Come on, man. I need to get the fuck out of here. I can't be here no more, man. I just don't want to be here. I felt so traumatized being somewhere where I didn't want to be because I figured it out at an early age on I was being corrupted by a bunch of nuns and a bunch of people that are pieces of shit that was lying to my face every day and teaching me bullshit that I'm never going to use in my life. Half of those classes I don't even remember or don't even care about or don't even acknowledge. I don't care about none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? So to me, school, a lot of things in school are a waste of time and energy. The subjects are just hopeless. Now, my last year of school, they were teaching you how to type. So I took typing class. So that way, because I knew computers were going to be the future. So we when I was in my last year of school, we had computers, right? And I was like, cool, this is gonna be like the new thing, is computers, because then you had a typewriter. So I was typing on a typewriter at 16, 17 years old. We was learning how to type, right? So we had both hands, type, 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 type. Da, 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 da. We're trying to see, we had competitions to see who was fast and who was so that learning that was a good thing. So now when I type, I can type fast enough to catch up or to type something. So that's great. That's a good lesson to learn. That's a good class, is typing class. And typewriters, nobody uses that shit no more. So you use the keyboard for computers now, right? So it's great. Math, I took general math. I refused to take algebra and I refused to take trigonometry because that shit was so dumb. I didn't understand who even used that. But apparently architects use it and certain people use it in accounting or what. I don't know. Certain people use it. Miss Bikini says she uses it. Great. So if it benefits you, great. But it's not going to benefit me. I don't use that shit. Right. So I don't want to take it. So I refuse to take it. And I just took general math because that's all I really need is add, subtract, and multiply. That's all I need in my life, and division. So history was a waste of time because all they taught you was somebody else's country's history and it didn't make no sense. And I really don't care about history because history is a lie as well. History is a big lie. There's a lot of things in history that lies. A lot of this stuff about how places got discovered and who did this and who did that, then all that slavery bullshit, that's all lies. A lot of that shit is lies. It's they just put whatever you want to see to cause controversy and conflict between each other. That's all, to me, that's all bullshit, right? And it's all like a lot of it's fake and a lot of it's untold truth, like untold stories and lies. Science also is a waste of fucking time too, because science can be good and science can be bad. Now, basic science is okay. You're gonna need basic science for certain things. But all of that, when you're in high school, all that shit, like all that bullshit science, they'll make no sense, right? Literature is good because you get to learn to read, to write, things like that. You get to read, learn things about stuff. Social studies is another thing that's bullshit that I don't care about. That's all bullshit too. And I don't know. I don't know what else I took. I can't remember. Oh, like, and then they you had a choice to take French or Spanish. So in Bermuda, there's no French people and there's hardly any Spanish people. There's Portuguese people. So we should learn Portuguese because that's Bermuda's second language. Bermuda is Bermudian English, and then you have Portuguese people. That's the next minority. And then there's not much Spanish speaking people here. Not too many people here speak Spanish. There's a few, but not that much. But there's more Portuguese. So in school, we should have learned more Portuguese instead of French and Spanish. Or you should have a choice to either take French, Spanish, or Portuguese. That's what should have happened back then and should happen now. Why am I going to learn a language if it don't benefit me? And who the fuck speaks French and Spanish in Bermuda? Nobody. Hardly anybody unless you're from those places. So the majority people speak English and Portuguese. So why the fuck we don't learn Portuguese? See, it's all corrupted bullshit that I never understand. And now I understand it now, but it's too late. But see, my one voice was not going to make any difference. They shut me down. And they were glad to see me go because I always gave them shit. See? And then religion was another subject that was contradicted because you're worshiping a Jewish man who died on the cross and for our sins, but you're a Catholic? So how does that work? You people make no fucking sense. So you think Jesus is a Catholic, or you just have a religion that signifies Jesus in your way? That's what you're doing. So this doesn't make any sense to me. You people are all fucking mental. You're the mental ones, and we're the sane ones, and you want to make us mental just like you. That's what it all boils down to. And I don't care what anybody says because that's the fucking truth. And that's what I learned when I was in school. I need to take a drink of water. I get very upset and passionate at the same time about these subjects because I'm totally against what the school teaches these kids. They should teach them how to do banking, how to do real life things, like how to manage your money, what's insurance, why is there insurance, how to deal with insurance, how to deal with a pension, how to deal with math and working things out, bills, how to manage your life when you get older, how to do things right. They should have a workshop to teach you how to build things, how to fix things. They should, if you want to be a carpenter, they should be like a carpentry shop. If you want to be an electrician, you should go to courses to teach you how to be an electrician. If you want to be a plumber, half of your school in high school should be learning how to be a plumber. So when you do advance or go to college, you shouldn't even have to go to college. School should be teaching you that in your last 2 years. It should be prepping you to leave school and go straight to a job, not to go to another fucking school to learn more bullshit. So my point is this. For 20 years, I learned how to be an electrician. So if I went to college, I would never be the electrician I am now because they're not going to teach you in college what I know now. They're not. It don't work that way. And electrical changes every 2 to 3 years. There's a different voltage, a different bulb, a different system. Now we have electric cars. So you need to put a different plug for different cars, a different amperage for different vehicles. And you have to hook it up with different wires, different gauge wires. So college don't teach you that. You have to learn that shit through somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with plumbing. Plumbing changes too. There's different pressures. Now there's different pumps. There's digital pumps now where you don't need a pressure tank. You see what I mean? So college is not going to teach you that. You have to hands-on training to learn that shit from somebody that already knows. Or really go on YouTube and learn. You know what's the real college? YouTube. Go on YouTube. All right, they'll teach you everything. All right, let me catch up with the chat. And you said you hated history. Me too. I'm not influenced by people. I do what I want when I want. Amen to that. I love it, man. Yeah, exactly. Love and life. I agree with that. Jocelyn, you left school at 15. Your life and relearning began when you left. Amen. See that? You're in a Christ. That's why. You said, fuck that. You're already smart. And you said, I remember playing Oregon Trail on my old ass computer in elementary. They made evil people famous and classified them as heroes. Yeah, exactly. That's why the devil is a lot of people's heroes now. And all these stupid Hollywood jackasses. My dad would get mad at me. Spoke English at home. He said, you already speak English at school. Let me tell you something, man. I still speak Portuguese every day to my parents. When I call my mom and my mom talks to me, I talk to her in Portuguese. I never talk to her in English. Never. When I go there on Sunday and I eat dinner, I talk all Portuguese the whole 2-3 hours I'm there. I never speak English. Never. Always Portuguese. And I never went to school to learn Portuguese. And I know how to speak Portuguese very fluently. I know how to read it, but I don't write it because I don't have no need to write it. I'm not writing like letters or things in Portuguese. I don't need to do that. But I speak it very fluently and I have spoken it for years. And I never went to any school to learn it, but I know how to read it. I know how to read certain words and things. Pronunciations of some of the words is difficult because when you speak a foreign language, it's backwards. So in English, we say, "Hey, you have a big ass head." So in Portuguese, they're gonna say your head is fucking big, you know. But we say in English, we can say your head is fucking big too. But the proper way for them to speak is the reverse of our English. So a Portuguese person would say, yeah, your head is fucking big in Portuguese. They would never say you have a big ass head. You see what I'm saying? So like it's confusing sometimes because when I want to say something, I'm like, I have to say it their way so they understand it. Because if I say it the opposite, say it the way, they're gonna tell me I'm wrong, but they'll understand me. So that's the only difference that I see in Portuguese and English, that they say things the opposite way. Like they say the word before the other word. But the pronunciations is pretty bad. Sometimes I want to pronounce something and I can't because the English kind of fucks up your mentality. So it's difficult. But now I speak it no problem. I don't hesitate at all. Like I can speak Portuguese all day, every day. It don't make a difference to me. I love it. I'm not ashamed of it. I love it. And everybody, my uncles and aunts, when they were alive, they were amazed at how much I spoke without even living there or being there. And I told them I worked with a Portuguese guy for 20 years. He taught me how to speak proper Portuguese and I taught him how to speak English. So I was perfect for me. I got very lucky working with him for years. So, and if I wanted to find out how to say something, I would ask them, "Hey, how you say this?" And I'll say it and they'll laugh at me. And then when I start saying it more often, then I got it down. Like, so it was cool. Like I love it. I love speaking two languages. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't like teaching you one way and you answer another. I don't do that. I don't answer in English. I answer always in Portuguese. And I know a lot of Portuguese people here that don't want to answer in English and don't want to speak English because they feel uncomfortable. So if I know they feel uncomfortable, I would tell them, "Fala português?" Yes? Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'll speak Portuguese for you. Okay, boom. No English? Okay, no problem. I speak Portuguese. That's good. And they look at me like, oh, you was born in Portugal or Israel? No, I was born here. How the fuck you know so much? I said, because I work around you jackasses all day. So I have to speak your language because none of you idiots speak English. And then I got to teach you. Anything they know is fuck, shit, bastard, stupid. And that's it. They know all the bad words. And thank you. Good afternoon. Good morning. I want coffee. That's what they sound like here. Hey Mark, I want coffee, a sugar, and a milk. Because I used to make the run to the store because they didn't know how to speak English. So I would say, hey, you guys want coffee? Yeah. And then some guys would like try and speak English so they can learn. I was like, how you gonna tell me what you want? How do I teach you? So they would say it all fucked up. It was funny. We used to have a good time. Like my parents, my mom says thank you. She says tank, like tank, not thank. They can't pronounce that. It's just a thing that they have. They can't pronounce the words properly. It's not in their like, you know, vocal cords. So my mom won't say thank you. She says thank you. And we make fun of her all the time. And she goes, I don't go to school for English. And I say, yeah, I know, but you've been here for like 60 years. Don't you think you should know how to say thank you? Like put your tongue near the thank, not tank. Tank is what your water goes into. Shut up. And my dad, see, we live next to a bus stop. Like my parents, like like their house is right on the roadside and there's like a bus lay-by, right? Where the bus is. So my dad would tell somebody, my house is by the buses stop. He says the buses stop. He couldn't say bus stop, like the S. So he would say buses stop. Because they can't give you that like pronunciation. And then when I say something in Portuguese that's not right, they try and get me back. They're like, you're not saying it right. You got to say it like this. And I'm like, oh, so now you know that, I was brought up on English. I learned English, so it's hard to say and pronounce those words. Just like how you're Portuguese and you can't pronounce those English words. So now you know what it's like. See, I'm not perfect, and it's hard. Like to really say both languages in the proper way, you really gotta be good. Like you gotta be a natural at that shit. Like you really do. You gotta be super like good to pronounce every word properly. And that's why I admire people like that speak multiple languages. Because it's very hard. It's hard to speak multiple languages. I couldn't imagine speaking like four different languages and actually pronouncing every single one. So I admire everyone who does that. So if you know multiple languages and you can pronounce everything properly, you're good. You're a smart cookie. I admire you. So that's the only thing. And the thing is like living here, we don't speak proper English either. We speak broken English. We speak like gangster English. Like a lot of people here, it's hard to understand like real hardcore Bermudians. Like when I'm with my friends, we speak like Bermudian slang. So if an American or like a British person's listening to us, they won't have a fucking clue what we're saying. They'll have an idea, but they won't have no clue. Because we can speak in a way where you will never know what we're talking about. It's English, but it's slang. It's like you'll never know what we're saying because the way we pronounce words is all abbreviated. So you'll be like, what the fuck is this person talking about? I remember being in Boston in a hotel room and I walked in like and it was all these like, posh rich guys, right? And like one of my friends, he was one of them. And I went to go see him. He told me to come up there and meet his friends. And when I started talking, they were like, "What did you just say? I can't understand what you said." And I'm like, "Okay, let me speak white then." So they started laughing at me because they said, "I'm gonna speak like a white boy for you." So then I started speaking like normal, like, "How you doing? My name is Mark. I'm from Bermuda. How y'all doing?" You know, I started speaking like the Bostonians, right? So they were laughing. They was like, "How the fuck you just like switch up like that?" I said, "Look, man, I sometimes like being from Bermuda, it's just a habit. Like we just talk the way we do. We abbreviate things. We say things differently. We talk different, like everywhere else in the world. Like every state in America has different slang. Because I've been to many places in America, and everybody talks different. They pronounce things different. They stress certain syllables, or they say like a certain item is a way they say things. It's just crazy. Even like Canadians speak different. Everybody's different. Every country, every place speaks different. It's just the way it is. Oh, my buddy Milt Hunter is from UK. Okay, cool. We have tons of people here from the UK. See, Bermuda is like Bermuda is a British colony, so we have a lot of like English people here. So you always hear British accents here. And how you doing, Mike? Oh, good. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, Mike? You're good. And they don't say coffee; they say a cuppa. Like you gotta go get me a cuppa, like a cup of tea or like a cup of coffee. They say so many different things where you're like, what the fuck this guy just say? And they don't say gas, they say petrol. Don't get me some petrol from my motorcycle. We gotta say, yeah, we're gonna get some gas for my bike. That's how we talk. We say, I'm gonna get some gas for my bike. And they say, I'm gonna get some petrol from your motorcycle. So they say everything different than us. So when we say we're gonna go get gas for our bike, they probably like pause for a minute and be like, huh? This guy's gonna put gas in his bike. What the fuck is this guy talking about? You know? And then when they say I'm gonna get some petrol from my motorcycle, we're gonna say, yeah, you go ahead and do that, buddy. It's called gas. Yeah, I'll give you a warm cuppa. Shut the hell up. And then they say so many things that are funny, dude. I have a lot of British friends here in Bermuda. I have tons of British friends, and we all talk shit to each other, like. See, one thing about me, like I can do their voices and stuff and their accents, and they laugh at me when I do it. They think it's absolutely hilarious. And then they do the Bermudian, like they do us and we do them. As long as it's not like disrespectful stuff, then we're okay. Like we talk shit and have fun. Like it's fun. Like I like talking shit with everybody and doing voices and like going at each other with each other's like cultures and things like that. So it's cool. Like, but like there's some like black Bermudian people here that talk really really hardcore. And if you don't know like the hardcore Bermuda slang or Bermuda way, you'll be lost when you listen to that person. You'll look at that person and be like, what fucking planet are you from? Like, what did you just say? Like, that's how, like, a lot of some black Bermudians here talk because they're the ones who invented it. Like, so, and they have like the craziest names in the world. Um, they name their children all sorts of friggin' crazy names, and like a lot of some black people here get really mad because a lot of people like name their children stupid shit when they just shouldn't. That's like the black Bermudians. They get mad at each other because they name their children stupid names, you know, or they'll name them after something dumb. But That's the only thing here that Bermudians, a lot of Bermudians do. Like they diss each other hard. Like I'm like, you fucking people are crazy. But it's fun. Like it's funny to like listen to, and it's funny to like the. And if you're like a white guy and you talk like the black people do, then you're automatically like a wannabe black guy, or you want to be a gangster or some shit like that. But if you state where you, if you say where what parish you're in, because we don't say states, we say parishes. We have parishes. There's 9 parishes in Bermuda. See how you guys have 50 states in America? We have 9 parishes. So each parish and location in your parish where you're from determines whether or not you're like certified to talk like that, or you were a part of some hood, or you grew up in the ghetto areas. Because you can't say you're from a certain area and talk like that, because they'll be like, no, bro, you ain't from that place. If you're from that place, you shouldn't be talking like that. There ain't no ghettos in your parish, bro. So like you'll get called out like where you live. But depending on where you live here, that's when you can like you talk a certain way. And the east and the west, they have different slangs. So people from the east like me, we say certain things, and the people up the west, they say different things. So when we get together, it's like it's a confusing situation for some people, because they'll be like, what the fuck these people talking about? Oh, this guy's gotta be from the west because he said that. Oh, this guy's gotta be from the east because he just said this. So we know who's from where just by the way you talk. That's how it is here. Even though we're a small ass island and we only have 65,000 people here, a lot of people speak differently. And everybody's got their own their own slang and their own words. Like Bermuda people are special. There's a lot of idiots here who say stupid shit and make up stupid words and don't make no sense. I was at the restaurant Saturday. I went to this restaurant to pick up some food right down the hill from me. And as I was leaving, I was holding the door for this young man. He was maybe like 16. And one of his teachers saw him, says, "Oh, I remember your face, but I can't remember your name. What's your name again?" And he says, "Oh, my name is Genesis." And I looked at him and I was like, you poor boy. Your parents are stupid. Yeah. I felt like saying, who the fuck's gonna name their son Genesis? Are you fucking stupid or something? Imagine telling somebody your name is Genesis. The fuck you name your kid Genesis for? Are you out of your fucking mind? Said only in Bermuda somebody would name their goddamn child Genesis. I looked down and I said, what the fuck? I was like, oh boy, God help these people. A Bermudian guy that disses people, he's like a comedian. He did a show not too long ago and he dissed the shit out of Bermudians naming their children after like weed, and like he said that somebody named their child Chalice. He says that he was coaching like these young kids, and he says, okay, everybody say your name. And he said this one black kid said, my name is Chalice. And he goes, you're joking, right? He goes, no, why? That's my name. And he was like, okay, all right there, Chalice. And I'm like, who the fuck named their child Chalice? Like, are you stupid or something? You name your child after a cup? Like a chalice? Like, smoking weed chalice? You definitely was high when you fucking did that shit. Imagine like signing a birth certificate, the doctor saying Chalice Smith or Chalice whatever. And then he joked and said, imagine man, if this guy gets older and he's like a teacher or he runs to be an MP constituency or the president. President Chalice over here. So you know what their family was doing. They was smoking weed out of a chalice. That's why they got high and named their kid Chalice. And I was like, you gotta be joking, man. The fuck is wrong with these people? Just name your child like a normal name. Like you ain't gotta name them after items and things. That's kind of stupid. It's just like my name. My name's Mark, right? Mark. The other day, I went to take this chain because it broke. The piece that snaps together, like the little link, it broke, right? So I took it. It was still on the warranty because it's only a year and a half old or a year old. So I took it to the place, and the guy said, "Yeah, we won't charge you. We'll fix it." And then the girl, he says, "Oh, this young lady will take your name and your number so we can call you when it's ready." I said, "Okay, thanks." So I said, "My name is Mark, you know." And then she goes, "Oh, MARC or MARK?" I said, "Of course, MARK, sweetheart. That's the only right way." She goes, "Oh, but there's a lot of people that are MARC." I said, "Those are the confused marks." So she started laughing, right? And I say to people like my grandmother, she's passed away for years now, my mom's mom. When my mom named me Mark, she was mad because she goes, a mark is like a mark on the wall, a mark in the ground, like you mark your territory. She goes, you shouldn't have named him Mark. And my mom says, I'm naming him Mark because that name's in the Bible. I want to like name him Mark because that's the name in the Bible. So my parents was always my granny was mad because she wanted my mom to name me Victorino, which is Victor, like but like a Victorino is like a Portuguese name. And my mom ended up naming my first son Victor, right? My mom named her first son Victor. But then when I was born, she wanted to name me Armando or Tony or something like that. My mom was like, oh hell no. My dad was like, look, I want to name our son Mark. Something simple and it's in the Bible. And I'm glad they named me Mark because my name's simple, Mark. It's really easy to do and it's nice. I love my name. I wouldn't change it for anything. And there's a million Marks in the world, billions of Marks. I know tons. And I know Mark and Marc. It depends on what you want to, write it. But yeah, my granny didn't like it. Her name was Alexandria, my granny. God bless you, granny. I still love you. Your ex has a nephew named Royal Unique, but then again, his parents are crackheads. Oh, there you go. Who the fuck names their kid Royal Unique? A crackhead. I don't know, guys. I feel bad for these children. I really do. I feel bad for these kids. I feel bad for these children. I feel bad for people who have fucked up names and they have no choice until they go 18 to change it. DJ Marky Mark's coming back out, you know. I got my equipment. I got my headphones today. I got my equipment last week. I'm gonna go live. I'll let you guys know when I do go live. You know, I'm gonna start playing music again. It's gonna be this month at the end of the month, like right after Christmas on Boxing Day maybe, or like New Year's. I'm gonna have like an online DJ show, so you guys can all hang out. I won't be doing readings on my DJ shows. Okay? Yeah, that's not my real DJ name, but yeah, yeah, I'm being serious. Yeah, I haven't done DJing in 10 years, but all my friends have online radio stations now, and online like they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're on YouTube, and they're all virtual DJs. And everybody's been begging me to come and do it, like on their show, start my own show. We all go and play music on each other's radio show. And today, when I went to go buy a pair of headphones, I saw one of my, long term DJ friends, and he's like a musician. He's got his own band here in Bermuda, And he's like a dreadlocks guy. He's my boy. He gave me 10% off of the headphones. He gave me his link to his radio station, invited me to come on there. He wants to interview me on his show. He's gonna have a TV show soon next year. And everything's just happening like it's a sign for me to get back into it. And it was like 2 weeks ago I spoke to one of the guys that I promoted, like a singer here in Bermuda. He's like one a popular guy here. He's older than me. He's like 60. And he still sings and stuff. And he told me he would love for me to come back out again and like show people like that what music they're missing. Because a lot of this younger generation, they don't know what they're doing. It's all trash. Like everything's just boring. And they play the same music over and over. It gets like people are just fed up and they want me to like help bring back the good old days. So I agreed to it. So, and I've got a lot of signs about it. So I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I got my equipment now. Now I just have to sort out all my music. I have a huge external hard drive like this, right? And I have all my music in it, and everything's there. And I have all my CDs with all my backup music on it. So it's gonna be great, man. Everything's you guys get to see a different side of me, my DJ side, and you'll love the music. It's not like corrupted music or bullshit music. It's all like dancing music and conscious music, spiritual music, like good reggae soul music. I call it lovers rock. That's what I play all the time. Lovers rock reggae music. Now I do play hardcore gangster shit sometimes, and I'm gonna have my set dates for that. Like I'm gonna do like gangster shit sometimes for those who like it. I'm gonna do lovers rock for those who like it. I'm gonna do like Bob Marley nights where like you can listen to Bob Marley tunes and all that and the classics and things like that. And then I'm gonna have nights where I'm gonna like compete against somebody else and have fun and have guests and things like that. So it's gonna be nice. I can't wait to do it. So it's time. It's time for me to get back into it. I've had a lot of people tell me to come back, because like people are just ruining the DJ world. And in order for it to get back, you got to bring back the old guys. So my friend today told me he's got his own radio show, and he proved it to me too. He weren't bullshit. He showed me the links. He even played the station for me. He says he's got a 24-hour station. He says that the music doesn't get repeated until like 2, 3 days later. He showed me everything. He showed me how to like. He's not a hater. Like he's like more of like he's an old school like me. So he's only a couple years older than me, but he was happy. He was kind of shocked to hear me say that I'm coming back because I pretty much told everybody I'm done. Because I completed that cycle of my life. Like I won all the competitions I needed to. I became the best DJ in Bermuda at one time. So I just kind of like gave up on it. I said, you know what, I don't feel like doing it anymore. I completed this cycle of my life. And then I started doing this. And then I said, you know what? All my friends say, look, you gotta come back, bro. We need you because this island's going to shit. There's no DJs like you. You're the one who made everything better. You bring everybody together. People enjoy playing with you. You got music that no one else has. You got a style that people like. So I was like, you know what? I told my sister was like, please, Mark, come back. Please, I'm begging you. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. And my nephews are all excited because they're like, oh yeah, Uncle Mark, I heard all about you. So yeah, when you guys, I want to learn how to do it. I want to learn how to play music like you, and I want to tune in and listen, and I want to learn. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So I'm kind of excited to like, get back into it. Yeah, I'm a legend in my own mind. So it's gonna be fun. You guys are gonna have a good time. I hope you all join and join the show, and you can just sit there and listen to the music, and you'll be happy. I'll be talking shit in between. Sometimes I talk like Jamaican slang and talk shit and stuff, and you know, and then I talk normal, and then I put on like a Jamaican accent and talk shit and stuff. So it's like a comedy, fun type of vibe. So like what I do on here, like just me talking shit and having fun, man, making everybody laugh and stuff like that. So that's what I do as a DJ. I used to make people laugh and talk shit and diss people and just make fun of shit, and have a good time. That's just me. But the reason they want me to play music again is because the DJs in Bermuda are worthless. They just keep repeating same songs, same lineup, same everything. It's just boring. And I have to agree, it is boring. So I guess the Pluto in Aquarius is bringing me back out. See, it's the rebirth and death. See, if something's died in your life, like my DJ career, it died and it was like pretty much gone. Now it's being rebirthed. So I believe in astrology more and more now because it's kind of bringing me back to what I love doing the most. I should have never gave it up in the first place, but the reason I did it was because I started my business and I didn't want that to get in the way of what I really wanted. So now that my business is like great and I'm on here doing my thing, why not put more time into bringing my DJ career back and just I'm not going to go public and be in a club, but I'm going to be online just like I am here. I'm not a public psychic. I'm only a psychic on here and it works and that's it. That's what I'm going to do as a DJ. I'm going to be behind a computer. I'm going to do what I love the most and I'm going to go and do it and make people happy and give some people music to listen to that they haven't listened to in a long time and teach these other morons what to do. And that's exactly what my friend said to me today. He goes, "Man, you play music and I play music. We play things that you haven't heard in a long time because our generation is different. We like to hear different music." So he says it's a good thing that you're coming back. And I was like, thanks, good. I'm glad you feel that way. Because a lot of people are gonna hate the fact that I am coming back. Because they're gonna hope that I don't. And when the word gets out, oh boy, they're all gonna be tuning in the background. You're gonna see the numbers climb. You're gonna be like, yeah, this fucker's back. Damn it. I know all my haters are gonna be so mad when they find out that I'm doing it for real. They're gonna be like, I thought we got rid of this bastard. He's back. No. I can't wait to aggravate him. So it's gonna be fun. So now what I'm doing is now that I have all my equipment, I have to sort out all my music now. I have to get all my CDs lined up. I have to put everything on little USB sticks. I have 2 of them that carry a lot of music. So I have to put all that music on USB sticks so I can plug it into the system so I can use it. And then I need to get a laptop and put everything on there just in case other things crash. So I got a lot of work to do still, but I'm getting there. And Dan's gonna help me. Dan's gonna be my backup DJ. DJ Danny. What's up, bro? He's back, damn it. That's what they're gonna say, Dan. They're gonna be mad. They're gonna be like, this mofo is back. God damn it. I thought he was finished and retired. Nope. Unfortunately, I have to come back because you idiots ain't doing your job. That's what I'm going to tell him. I handed over the reins and you guys couldn't handle it. It's been 10 years, ain't nothing changed. It's gotten worse. So yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna enjoy being back and DJing and having fun. And all my friends are happy that I'm coming back, and you know, I'm happy. I'm actually excited to get back into it. And it's like it's one of those talents that will never go away. Like I know that I can go right back into it, no problem, because it's like something that I've done since I was a little kid. So it's not going to be hard for me to get back into it. I just have to learn the virtual part of it now because I've never been a virtual DJ. I've been like a club DJ, you know, public DJ. So now I have to learn a little bit of the virtual side of it, like having a computer hooked up to my, you know, DJ console and USB sticks hooked up to it with music in it and how to get to it and how to, you know, find music and how to deal with it. That's all. It's not going to be hard, but I can handle it. My good friend says he'll show me the ropes. So I have a good friend of mine that knows how to do all of it, and he's happy to help me, and he's like excited to get back into it. I'm the type of person I like to bring everybody together, you know, and that's why people don't like me because I my radio show that I had so many people come there from different countries, different places. I pretty much bring everybody together. I had the whole DJ community like happy and united, and now it's all back to shit again because nobody cares about each other. Nobody wants to have fun with each other. It's stupid. Like I don't understand it. Like music is a mission, not a competition. But if you do compete, make sure it's a mission to compete in a good way. Just don't like, you know, be jealous and stupid. Like people have different talents. Just accept that you're not as good as them and just try to get better. That's all. There's no sense in like being mad because you're not as good. Experience usually overcomes everything. So you'll get there. But yeah, that was the biggest problem back then and still is jealousy and envy of others. But I always bring everybody together and I'm about to do it again. And the good thing is I have my own space now. So I'm gonna actually do my radio show in my workshop. So everybody gets to see my workshop and they get to see me do music in there. It won't be in here. It'll be in my workshop. So the next couple weeks I'll be fixing up the workshop, getting it ready, and hopefully on Boxing Day I start my first show. Yep, definitely. Okay, Dan, cool. Yeah, definitely, Jocelyn. It's definitely going to be different for me and different all around because you know I it's going to be a virtual thing. It's not going to be like in front of. I used to DJ in front of hundreds of people, sometimes 1,000 or a little bit less. The biggest crowd I've DJed to is probably 1,000 people or close to that. But on average, I used to DJ to hundreds of people, you know, which isn't, you know, a lot compared to the rest of the world. But for Bermuda, that's a lot. And when I had my radio station, when I had a radio show back like 15 years ago, I was the second person with my friend of mine. We were the second ones to have an internet radio show. And we had people tuning in from all over the world. And it was amazing. Like it was cool. It was like sometimes 300 people on there listening. And then we would like virtually connect with some people and then like go live with them and then like play music with them, or then we'd invite them here, or we'll go there. Like it's crazy, man. We met so many people, and we ended up like creating a huge community, between us. Yeah, love and life. I wish that everybody would accept that, because I do. Like, there's always going to be somebody like better than you or does something better than you. If you accept it and learn from it or get better or learn from that person, and then you'll get better. But if you respect the person for their talents, then that should be fine. But see, a lot of people here, it's small here, so everybody wants to be the best. But like when some people find out I'm back, they're not gonna like that news. And I don't care really. I don't give a fuck what they think. I want to make them mad. That's my goal, is to make them mad. And I know they'll be tuning in for sure. They'll be in the background saying, I can't believe this fucker just like been gone for 10 years and he act like he never left. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have so much fun. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. But I'm not gonna neglect this channel or this vibe. I'm still gonna do this. I'm gonna do everything. That's my biggest goal for next year, is to do everything I've always wanted to do all at once, which is run my business, work. I have my workshop now. I do my psychic stuff, and I'm gonna do my DJ stuff. All my hobbies and talents are all gonna get put to use as of now. And I thought I was never gonna get back into DJing again because I didn't really want to. But now I've been convinced that the virtual way is, my age group way. So why not? And if you go on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, there's so many DJs playing music. I was amazed because I didn't really care about it anymore. But when I go on TikTok, I see so many DJs, and then I saw DJs that I know. And I was like, what the fuck? This is my boy, or this is my friend. And I'll be like, yo, it's me. What's going on? It's Mark. Yo, what's up? And they're like, oh, fuck, this is my boy, DJ. And he's like, yeah, when you coming back out, bro? I'm like, yeah, maybe one day. And then so just seeing all those people like convinced me to come back. So I get to have fun with my friends again, because the thing is now that I have that workshop for myself, I can go over there and play music over there, and I can do it respectfully, and I can do it without the consent of my brother-in-law. See, because my ex-brother-in-law, he was a big problem. He would never want me to do that shit over here because this is his house and he runs shit, And he would never want me to have my friends over here playing music and all that stuff. He would never want that. So my sister and my nephews were like, now that dickhead is in here, now you can play music again and invite your friends here and go in the workshop, and you're separated from the house. So nobody's going to really hear you, and you get to do whatever you want in your own space. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Let's do it. So it all worked out for me. See, everything happens for a reason. So when negative energy leaves, you can bring back the positive energy. So now that I have my own space over there, I can make very much use of it. So it's all working out. Life is great. And I get to share it with you guys. So get ready for the ride. We're going to have a lot of fucking fun. I hope you're all ready for fun, laughs, and good music and good everything. And there's going to be times where I'm not going to play music. I'm just going to talk about my music career, or we're going to talk about songs. Like how I do on here. I haven't read in a while. I'm here just shooting the shit, talking. So I'm going to do the same thing on my DJ channel. I'm gonna like set a day where I'm gonna play some music and then I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna be like, all right, let's talk about like, music and what your favorite music or what song you like or how my DJ career started and where I've been, what I've done. Like give you like a biography of what's going on. Like what I do on here. Tell stories about DJ stuff and times where I saw people do dumb shit and things like that. So I'm gonna make it a whole big fun. You know, we guys we have to live our lives, man. Life's too short. Life's too short. I've seen a lot of people die this year, and I don't want to die yet. And I want to make people happy, and I feel like I do. And what better way to make people happy than to play good music and talk shit and have fun? So why not? Everybody's excited, and so am I. So good times are coming. Good times are coming. Trust me. You hang out with Marky for the next couple months, we're gonna have a good fucking time. We're gonna have good laughs, and we're gonna have good times. A lot of good things are coming, man. We're on every day that goes by, we're getting closer to death. We're getting closer to the end. So we might as well end it in a good way. We might as well have fun. You know? Thanks, Love and Life. Thanks, Justin. I just wanna like have fun, man. That's all I really want. I'm not coming back to like, you know, gloat about my career or gloat about my life that I had. I'm not like looking for any fame or glory or popularity or money. I just want to have fun. That's it. That's all I want is to have fun and to reunite with all my DJ friends and shoot the shit and play music and show people like, hey, we can still have a good time. You know, we can still listen to good music. It's out there. I have it. I'll play it for you. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. So right now, the scheduled date for my comeback will be on Boxing Day. So from now until Boxing Day, I got a lot of work to do. So I'm about to get busy. Today I took the day off and like just to regroup and to think about things and to get my body back to feeling a little better. I got a lot of sleep today, so I was good. Even though I had stupid dreams, I still got good sleep. So I don't feel like tired or drained. I feel good today. So tomorrow I'm gonna work. All week I'm gonna try and work as much as I can. And then when I get spare time, I'm gonna get all my music together. Now that I have my headphones, now I can listen to the music and like sort it out and get everything ready. So one day at a time. But yeah, 3 weeks from now, I'll be ready to go. So I got a lot of work to do. And I still gotta do my regular life. So but when Christmas comes, like things slow down. Well, it's like it's not really a comeback. You're right. It's just like you know, it's kind of a comeback, but not really. I just feel like it's just I'm ready to be back. I'm ready to like come back and have fun, you know? Yeah, new beginnings with new people and the old people too and just I just want to bring back what I want? I want to bring back fun. I want to bring back like good times, you know? I want to like everybody keeps telling me that, a lot of these DJs and shit are trash and they just play the same shit. And I don't do that. See, I don't play the same things all the time. I have so much music. I can play a different song every minute for hours. I've already done that, millions of times. I show people like there's so much music out there. Why you playing the same shit over and over? If I play something today, I ain't playing it again for like a week, if that, because there's too much music to be played. I got thousands and thousands of songs. I've collected so much music in the last 40 years, like, cause man, people have no idea how much music there is. That you should never hear the same song again for weeks, literally, like. So you'll see. You'll hear some same songs because they're gonna be requested or people want to hear it again. So that's different. That's the life of a DJ. But I'm gonna make sure that that doesn't happen very often. I want to hear different shit every day. Every time I go live, I want to play different things. Slow, fast, hardcore, regular, lovers, you know, rap, reggae, R&B, whatever. You know. There you go, love and life. But anyway, let me get the hell out of here. It's already 1:30 in the morning here. I need to go get my ass to bed. I got a long day tomorrow. And the weather is getting shittier again. It's about to rain again and it's getting windy. So I'm going to go take my dog outside to go pee. And then I'm going to go pee myself and go sleep. But yeah, I just wanted to share the good news with everybody and let you all know that, we're going to have a lot of fun. And we can have fun right at home. All you got to do is tune in. So it's all good. Anyway, love you guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow. And have fun tomorrow and live life and do your thing. All right? Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow.